Hey guys, the Explorer 4 here, Horrorboy465. Welcome back to some more reviews. And I wanted to apologize before I get into the actual review. I wanted to apologize for my absence. If I don't make any videos for about a week or so, that's because I'm extremely busy. But I did want to apologize because I got on my YouTube channel and I had seen that I haven't uploaded in a week. And usually I don't go a whole week without making videos. So I wanted to apologize for that. Last week was just a very hectic week. A lot of stuff going on, school, trying to plan everything out. So if I go for a while without making movie reviews, this is just for future reference. If I go a while without doing any movie reviews or videos, that means I'm extremely busy and I have no time to. But tonight, it's been a very chill day, so I decided to review C.H.U.D. Now, C.H.U.D is a film that I had seen yesterday. I actually found time to watch this movie, and of course, C.H.U.D, of course, you guys look right there, cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers, C.H.U.D. Decided to review this because I'd seen it yesterday, and I had a little bit of free time yesterday just to watch this movie, so I wanted to watch it and check it out. And I gotta say, C.H.U.D is definitely a... If you're wanting to sit down and watch a fun, straightforward horror film, C.H.U.D is your kind of film. At least for me it was. For me, C.H.U.D is just a very straightforward, solid horror film that I think is pretty good. Really enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it's like one of my favorite horror films. I don't know if I put it on that level, but I can definitely say I enjoy it. I think it's a fun time to watch. Definitely above average. I think it's pretty good. Pretty solid film. Now, C.H.U.D came in 1984, gets 5.5 on IMDb, a little low. And C.H.U.D has a lot of stuff going for it. First of all, there are a few problems, but there is a lot of stuff going for this movie. First of all, the effects on the creatures, which you can kind of see there. I don't know if you can see more of it. Yeah, you can see on the poster, on this poster as well. Which is really cool because this DVD comes with, the chapter selection DVD guide theme. And I actually might put this back there on the wall soon. But yeah, that's the original poster for C.H.U.D. Very cool. And of course, the DVD has a really cool design as well, like a sewer lid. Very, very cool. So, I think Edgar Bay, they gave it some features. They gave it a commentary, behind-the-scenes still gallery in the theatrical trailer. At least they gave it a commentary. It could have been easily just a trailer and a still gallery, which would have been kind of lame. But at least they gave it a commentary. I haven't listened to it yet, but apparently it has director Douglas Cheek. It also has John Hurd, I believe, yeah, John Hurd, Christopher Curry, Daniel Stern, some of the characters from the film. And the director Douglas Cheek has also directed, he's only directed 3 things. A TV documentary, and a TV series. This is really his only film, which is shocking. He did a really good job with this film. That's very shocking. The director of C.H.U.D, Douglas Cheek, this is his only movie. That's shocking. But he did a good job with this film. Like I said, it is not one of my favorites, but it's definitely a solid horror film. Solid time. Fun time. Just to sit down and watch a straightforward horror film. That's what C.H.U.D is. It's just a straightforward, fun time to watch. But C.H.U.D, it does have some problems. It's an hour and 28 minutes long, but sometimes it drags a little bit. In between certain scenes, there's not much going on. I will give the movie this. Some of the strong points are, like I said, the makeup effects and the C.H.U.D creatures. The character development is great in this movie. I like that in this film, it's not all about the sewer creatures. They play a good role in this film, but there's also character development in there. These characters actually have depth to them. They build these characters up. You get to know the characters and know a little bit about the backstories. And they add layers to these characters. So you got some really good character development. You got a great cast. You got Daniel Stern, Christopher Curry, John Hurd. You also got the girl who's John Hurd's girlfriend, did a good job as well. Trying to see here. Don't remember the actress's name, but she did a really good job playing John Hurd's girlfriend. I believe it's Kim Grice playing Lauren Daniels. I think. So I think it's Kim Grice. She did a good job as John Hurd's girlfriend. Did a good job. So yeah, the acting is great. Of course, John Hurd and Daniel Stern were going to be in Home Alone, Home Alone 2, and a really good cast, and they all did a really good job. I really enjoyed the Reverend character, Daniel Stern. I really encared Captain Captain Bosch, played by Christopher Curry. I really enjoyed the sort of main character, George Cooper, played by John Hurd. Did a great job. The story is pretty much, it takes place in New York City, and pretty much there are these weird things happening. People are going missing in big numbers. At the beginning of the film, actually, the Christopher Curry character, Captain Bosch, his wife's actually walking a dog, and she gets dragged into a sewer. Pretty good scene. Also, another strong point about this movie is the music. The music that happens at the beginning of the movie is great, and the score throughout is great. And also, the director really had a great atmosphere. This movie really captures the dirty streets, the dark and just really dark and gritty atmosphere. It can sometimes capture the dirty streets and the dark atmosphere, and the rain, and there's like a lot of steam in the movie and fog. So it has a really good, creepy New York City atmosphere. Really, really good atmosphere in this film. Because it's mostly at night. The streets are all like dark, and there's fog, and there's mist. And I like the film. It just shows the detail. There's like trash in the street. There's homeless people. You really get a great atmosphere with that. So yeah, strong points is acting, characters, atmosphere, score. Effects from these creatures were great, but anyways, pretty much from there on, there's this Captain Bosch. His wife is missing, and he ends up having these missing people's cases coming up, one after another. Lots of them are popping up. At the same time, you got George Cooper, who's a photographer, to his wife. She ends up being pregnant, and you got him. He sort of knows the homeless people, knows how it's all running. At the same time, you got Daniel Stern, who's also friends with the Christopher Curry character. He calls himself the Reverend. He sort of serves a soup kitchen. And Daniel Stern is a really good character in this film. He does a really good job acting-wise in this film. Really, really good character. AJ, the Reverend. And he actually lives. Daniel Stern's character actually lives. And they're pretty much trying to figure out, because it's pretty much trying to be a cover-up, there's all these disappearances going on. They find clues. They found that something's not adding up. There's something wrong. These homeless people are starting to come up missing, and some of them are found, and there's dead bodies that are found, and one of them actually is really injured, really badly injured. And from there on, they found out that there's this guy who's involved in this. He's sort of covering this up. He's involved in this secret government project where there was actually toxic waste dumped in the sewers, and it was left there. And it had mutated the people in the sewers, the homeless people, and they had turned into these, cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. And pretty much from there on, Daniel Stern, Christopher Curry, John Hurd, they try to figure out what's going on. They try to fix it. They try to see how they can solve this problem, because the guy who caused the problem is talking about gassing the sewers, and they're going to come out, and then they find out that because Christopher Curry character's like, that's crazy. All you would do is just make them come up to the surface, and Christopher Curry tries the best he can to fight back. Gets a SWAT team. Gets a SWAT team in the sewers. The SWAT team and the other guy's team gets killed by the cannibal mutants. And from there on, Christopher Curry finds his dead wife. Daniel Stern gets trapped underneath the sewers as well. George Cooper is trying to figure out what's going on as well. He's in the sewers as well. And as it's all going on, you got Christopher Curry above ground trying to figure out what's going on, trying to stop this character, this person who left all the toxic waste in the sewers. And pretty much from there on, George and AJ, they're in the sewers. They get a camera. They're talking to people outside. And from there on, you got some just great scenes. And also throughout the movie, there's some kills with the cannibal creatures, mutants. They start killing people. That's the other problem is that you figure it'd be... I mean, it does have some really good gore scenes. But as far as like death scenes go, you don't see much. You just sort of see the after effect. But I will say this though. When you do see some of the effects, they're great. They're really good makeup effects. It's just whenever they kill someone, it's usually a cutaway, or you don't really see much, or it's fast cuts. So you're not really seeing that much, about what's going on. You just sort of see the aftermath. But when you do see the aftermath, the makeup effects are great. But from there on, they trap these creatures underneath the ground. The character who sort of had this thing all set up, and he had the toxic waste in the sewers, he's driving a truck. He actually shoots the Christopher Curry character. You think he's dead. And then the AJ character comes out of nowhere because him and the George character get out of the sewers at the last minute and gets a gun. The Reverend character gets a gun. The AJ character gets like a gun. Picks it up and he shoots the guy, basically the bad guy of the movie. The truck crashes. And this is what I got to get to because this just reminded me of it. There are some moments in this film where there is no logic. There's no way these things could happen, and I'll get into them. Or there's no way that someone would react like this. For instance, at the end of the film, the AJ character shoots the windshield and kills the bad guy. He's dead. AJ's the hero. Okay, that's pretty cool. Him, George, and the Lauren character, and also the Captain Bosch character, they survive. The end of the movie, the truck's blown up. The creatures are still trapped in the sewers, and that's pretty much the end of the film. So it's not a downbeat ending. It's not a sad ending. It's not a depressing ending. It's a pretty good ending. They fight back, and they end up being successful. But like I said, there are some moments in this film when the logic doesn't make sense. First of all, there's a scene where the Lauren character gets into a shower, and the drain is all clogged, and she gets like a clothes hanger and tries to get whatever's in the drain out of it, and then a giant spurt of blood goes all over her, all over the bathroom. In the next scene, she's not calling the cops. She's not panicking. She's not scared. She's not anything like that. She's not panicking. She's not calling the police. She's not getting out of there because a freaking lot of blood came squirting out of the freaking drain. I don't know if I missed something or if this is just what really happened, but why would she just... First of all, because she's hearing weird noises, she goes to get a shower. The drain is clogged. She gets it unclogged. Blood squirts all over her. But yet, in the next scene, she's just getting dressed. Like it's normal. Like, oh yeah, whatever. It's normal. And then, of course, the Chud creatures show up and start attacking her. But, of course, she fights back and lives. Never got that. Like, when I seen that, I was like, there's no way. There's no way that blood would squirt out. And what would she do? Just go, oh, whatever. It's normal. It's just normal for blood to come squirting out of the freaking drain. That's completely normal, guys. I don't know. That was just one of those scenes that I was just like, man, that is a non-logical scene. That has no logic to it at all. So that scene, and also at the end of the film, the AJ character literally shoots the windshield. The truck stops and explodes. In a giant explosion. I'm like, what happened? I mean, he didn't shoot the gas tank. He didn't shoot something to blow it up. No, he just shot the windshield and shot the guy. And the truck just randomly blows up. It's just like sitting there and an explosion. I'm like, I'm just watching some of those scenes. I'm like, come on, there's no logic to that. How could that happen? He shot the windshield. He didn't shoot the gas tank at all. But yet, it blew up. It blew up in a giant explosion for no reason. So those are some also problems with the film. But you also get a cameo by John Goodman. There's actually a death scene where him and this other cop are sort of flirting with this girl at this diner. And the mutants show up and they start killing people. Quick cuts. You don't see much of what happens. But from what you do see of the creatures, though, in the film, great makeup effects. And the after effects of the death scenes are great. Some really great makeup effects. So C.H.U.D is a fun, fast paced, or not really fast paced. It's fast paced at times, but then sometimes when it does develop characters, or it's mainly just these like kind of slow scenes that not much is going on, and even in the way the character develop, like not much is just in general not going on. So sometimes you got a kind of a sluggish pace, but sometimes you also it does go by at a decent pace. It's just you get those slow moments in the film that aren't really that fast paced. But yeah, I mean, you got some quick cutaways, you got some scenes that don't make sense. Um, just also like I said, just I don't know. I mean, like not much problems, but like just scenes that don't make sense. For me, it dragged at times. Like I said, it drags sometimes, and just those are pretty much the problems, though. I mean, there's not really a lot of problems to the film, but the good things is first of all, the poster's great, the atmosphere is great, the creature designs are great. I love the idea of these cannibalistic mutants underneath the ground in the sewers. Great idea. And I thought that the movie was just well made. Great cast. You got John Hurt, Daniel Stern, Christopher Curry, Kim Grice, John Goodman making a cameo. Just a fun horror film that I definitely recommend if you haven't seen yet. But yeah, anyways, guys, thanks for watching my review for C.H.U.D. And I will see you guys on the next review. Again, guys, I do apologize for making a video for a little while, but I will try to upload as much as I can. But if I don't upload like past a week or something like that, if a week goes by and I haven't uploaded, I do apologize for that. But if a week does go by, that just means that I'm very busy and I had no time to make any videos. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching my review on C.H.U.D. and I'll see you guys on the next review. Bye, guys.